Hey, welcome back to the channel. Hey, what are we doing today? It's Saturday. I got some free time, so I thought I'd break out this old Tao Tao, and as you can see, we're prepping her for a predator build. We got she's a good little four-wheeler. That motor there went down there. That motor. She's a 110. She didn't run. I don't know, CDI boxes and all other crap. It might run. It just might. I don't know. I don't know how to mess with all the electronics to make it run. So we converting this sucker over to a Predator because you're looking at 212 cc's, automatic, 30 mile an hour or more. Works out for me. So as you can see, she's got disc brakes on the back, and she has both her cables for the front drum brakes, and they both work. So therefore, she's a pretty good candidate. She's in here. Look in here. She's got a tie rod loose. As you can see over there, this tie rod's loose. I might have to replace that tie rod, but we got this brand new Predator. As you can see here, she's the 212 flavor. Sorry, Skeeto. She's the 212 flavor. Crazy thing. I went to Harbor Freight, and I bought a motor 2 days ago. It had staples in the top of the box, and when I went to open that box an hour ago, I find out that somebody had changed the gas tank and airbox and exhaust from the new one they just purchased over to their old one, threw their old one in the box and returned it to Harbor Freight, and they sold it to me. They never even opened the box to check it. And I live in Sheffield, Ohio. Live near Sheffield, Ohio. That's where my Harbor Freight's at. And this box was from Akron, and they sold it to me in the Sheffield store. Told me they didn't have a record of it. It's a good thing I bought a second one yesterday that I had a receipt for. So they exchanged it under that number. They lost my other number. I've been getting receipts saying that have people been buying stuff under my Harbor Freight card? Now I pay for that. Why are they allowed to buy under my name? They changed my phone number in the computer too. I had to go through my email address. But again, we got they exchanged it for me. I got this brand new one in replacement, and we're gonna throw it on this Tao Tao 110 and make it a 220 or 212. So we're almost doubling the horsepower, and the last one of these I built was a daggone doozy. And what else we got here? We got this one here we're gonna build. It's not too bad. Let me step over this. We got it's a 110 as well. She's a little more open. I'm gonna have to take off the same motor mounts, this one down here and this mount up here. You can take a look at that mount down there. That mount. I'm gonna have to take this mount out, and to be able to fit a 212 Predator on that one. And I'm gonna have to have a gas tank up top, which I'm gonna have to come up with, which shouldn't be that difficult. I did find out that this one, the hubs on the back are kind of loose where they connect to the axles, but I'll get that figured out. Oh, yes, the one last thing. Yes, I let you know about it in the last video. So, can you guess what's underneath this tarp? Besides 10,000 ants running around it. Honda Odyssey. This is an unmolested Honda Odyssey FL 250, 2-stroke, dual carburetor, Gen 2 with the CDI ignition. And yeah, She's not in bad shape. Looks like she's got some aftermarket fenders on her. I know that this bike ain't running 20 years, but I know that the engine is freed up. And these switches, they work. I can hear the brake going in the front, but the throttle cable is stuck. But if you look down here, throttle cable, or the carburetor is not stuck. It's very free. But that line is stuck in the carburetor. I haven't got this worked on yet. I got to move this over there by the garage where I work on everything. But I'm just going to leave it on the trailer, and I'm going to level the trailer out so that I don't have to bend over to work on it or work on it on my knees. I ain't as young as I used to be. 45 now. So, yeah. We'll leave you with a picture of this. Well, a good view of that. The tires are cracked. Both rear tires are flat. You can see this one took some air, but it's got a bulge in the side of the wheel. I had to let the tube air out because it was poking a tube out of the tire. And that one over there on that side is completely blown out. But hey, that's going to be the project after I get these four-wheelers done. So let's get back to this four-wheeler. Got the brand new gas tank sitting here. I might use that for the Odyssey over there because usually those tanks are rusty. I haven't popped the lid yet. Got the air box off, the carburetor off, because I'm trying to get this motor to fit down in there. Now it didn't fit before, but I just now cut, you can see all the files. I just cut this motor mount out and that motor mount out. So what I'll do is I'm gonna let you go for a second. It'll be just like bang, and then I'll be back and we'll see if this motor don't fit anyway. And then I'll worry about welding, plumbing everything up maybe tomorrow, because it's about 6 or 7 o'clock and I'm gonna lose daylight here in about an hour, and I got a lot of cleaning up to do. Oh yeah, updates on the Honda. Man, this is gonna be a long video. Updates on the Honda. She's coming together. She really is. But since I had to make those mounts, if you go back in my videos, for the innovative traction bar to clear the radiator supports, which as you can see now, everything's level exactly where it should be, and it's not sitting high. I have to take these two bolts down here. I have to take them out, and might as well look at me. I have to make the same spacers that I made for the traction bar to raise the solid state motor mount, because it's not flexible very much, and I'm a little short, so I had to make a spacer to bolt that up, and then I can put this back together with just the headers and get it running again. I have a brake line in there when I wrecked it that pinched the brake line, so I have to replace that and bleed that out. Put the headlights, grill, and that hood that's on the, or that hood that's on the top of the car, get it mounted up to it, and I'll be able to drive this thing pretty soon. I still got to break in the clutch. I only drove it to work, and on the way home is when I wrecked it. What else we got going? That's pretty much all we got going on, and I'll get back to you when I get this motor set down inside this four-wheeler so you can get a look at it tonight. So I'll see you after a bit. Well, I got the motor set down in there. I had to cut that motor mount out and this one up here on top, and it's not really bolted down or welded in yet, but give you a general idea of how she's gonna look. You know, that's pretty much it, except for guiding the throttle and running the chain, which I have to go to Tractor Supply. I gotta go to Tractor Supply and get some more chain tomorrow. I hope it ain't too expensive, but you know, it is what it is. We got toys to make, right? So I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Thanks for watching the whole video from front to end. And don't forget to click and subscribe. Oh yeah. Predator 212 Tao Tao.